All right, I believe you should be able to hear me now.
Okay. Yes, we can hear you, leader. Go ahead.
Yes, leader. We can hear you now.
All right, perfect. So, like I was saying, a quick rush over this one. The presentation on the Ultima token, our Ultima token. What are the peculiarities of the Ultima token, or what makes it unique, or what makes it different from the other community coins that we have been talking about all along? Those are some of the things that I'm going to be showing you. First, the launch of this token has been done, and on pre-sales, we're going to have just 20,000. Just 20,000 of these tokens are going to be put for initial sales, or on initially are going to be put on sale. And then these 20,000 are going to be used to mint this 11 million. So we shall have 11 million in circulation that shall be brought into existence by these 20,000. It is operating on a fully decentralized blockchain system with an availability of the demand and liquidity right from day one up to 100%. Like I said, it is running on a decentralized blockchain system with, a community that spans beyond 2 million, which is already a major advantage for us. Now, the question is how to get the Ultima tokens. How do you get the Ultima tokens? Because like I said, the Ultima token is a token that is going to take us into cycle 3 of this business in this company. If you miss cycle 1, cycle 2, and cycle 3, if you want to get all the advantages in cycle 3, the coin, or rather the token that is going to take you into this cycle 3 is these Ultima tokens. The question here is, how do you get these Ultima tokens? The first thing you need to understand is the Ultima token can only be gotten through a farming process or through a farm minting process. First, you need to purchase a minting license of your choice. And then secondly, you need to purchase Ultima tokens and you stake them inside the farm, just like we have been doing with other community coins. But thank God that the coin itself has been launched. The coin itself has been launched, which means everybody who is interested in getting this token, I keep calling it coin. It's a token as a matter of fact. If you need this token right now, the token is already trading on Coinsbit. Run to Coinsbit and you buy the tokens. Anyway, when we get there, I'm going to show you exactly how to go about that. But there are two things involved. The first one is you need to get the coins, or rather the tokens. And the second thing is you need to purchase a farm license. Once you get a farm license, it gives you a certain farm space, which you are going to load the tokens which you have bought from the exchange market, which you are going to load inside. I'm going to be shedding more light on it. Now, the number of tokens that you are going to be minting, the number of tokens that your farm is going to be producing for you every month is a function of the following points. One, the loaded farm space. What is your farm space? And secondly, is a function of the minting speed. So these are two main factors that you need to watch out for. The first one is the farm space. The second one is the minting speed. Look at the beauty. Look at what makes this one different from the other community coins. When it comes to the minting speed, we are going to start again at the rate of 720% or 7.2 as the minting factor. In other words, 60% monthly minting. Because if you take 720 multiply, in fact, you divide it by, 720, you divide it by 12 months, it's going to give you 60, which means that every month you are making a monthly percentage of 60. That is the quantity of coins that will be minted for you every month. This is why you must make sure that you get your farm within the first month. The farms will be available as from the 7th of this month, in a couple of days. The farms for the Ultima token will be available. The Ultima token itself is already available on Coinsbit, like I already said. Now imagine that from the first month you are going to have the possibility to mint up to 60%. But the 60% actually is not going to, from what the CEO said. For instance, let's say we are in the month of April, and somebody says to say, okay, since we are in the month of April, I'll decide to buy my farm around the ending of this month, since it's still in April. If you do that, I'm afraid you might not be able to gain you might not be able to get this 60%. Because it said the minting factor will be dropping down on almost weekly basis. In fact, intervals of 2 weeks, they reduce the size of the minting factor. So you must make sure that within the first week, second week, make sure you buy at least your own farm. Buy your farm so that you can be able to load it with the tokens which you would have bought from Coinsbit. As of now, I've said the tokens are already on Coinsbit. Now, when you freeze the coins inside, like we were doing with the other community coins, the coins are going to be producing new coins for you for a time frame of 2 years, 24 months, as opposed to 1 year with the other community coins. With the other community coins, the validity period of any license was just for 12 months. But with this one, it's going to be up to 2 years, 24 months. And for the first year, you are going to have a minting factor of up to 7.2, which will be dropping all along. You see, this is from the first month to the 12th month, which is making 1 year. It drops from 7.2 to what? To 3.8. Now, from the second year, it starts now. The new minting factor will start from 3.6. And then at the end of the year, it would have settled on 2.0. So it is absolutely advantageous for somebody who begins at the rate of 7.2. So please make no mistakes of missing the opportunity within this particular month. Once the farms go on sale, as from the 7th of this month, do everything possible within 1 week or 2 at most to get your own farm, even if it's going to be the smallest of all the farms. Make sure that you get them or you get a farm. Okay. Now, why this token is going to be extremely very, very successful. I'm going to tell you why this token is going to be very successful. Those who have had challenges with the other community coins because the market is dumping, this and that, people doing things left and right. Let me show you the mechanism that this company has put in place, so much so that we will never experience any of that. We will never go through those challenges again. Sorry for the little hitches. We'll just keep managing like that till we get to the end. Actually, the Zoom version that I'm using is not a professional one. I'm here to renew the license for it. That's why I'll keep having this. Okay, like I said earlier on, the price of any product which is saleable is always given by the demand for the product divided by the supply. We are already conversant with this particular formula. Now, to maintain an ever-increasing price value of the Ultima token, the company has embarked on the following measures. It means that in order to make sure that the token doesn't collapse, like the market is not damaged, the company has put certain measures in place, which I'm going to show you. And that's why if you want to invest in any cryptocurrency worthy, these are some of the things you have to look into. Investing in a cryptocurrency doesn't mean you're going to look for a cryptocurrency which is always having the situation green for it. No. It should have challenges. All cryptocurrencies have challenges, but the one you will choose to join should be the one that has challenges and that has strategies that it puts in place to be able to curb those challenges. That's what we are talking about. Now, what are the strategies that the company has put in place to make sure that we don't have issues again with this token, especially in terms of price value? The first one, they have decided to work on that formula. I showed you that the price of every product is equal to the demand for that product divided by the supply. So those are the two aspects that the company is going to be working on. It's going to work on the demand and also work on the supply. So to maintain an increasing demand for the token, that's the first one. The second method is to prevent the market saturation with this token. And how are they going to achieve this? Very simple. I'm going to take the very first one. How are they going to maintain this increasing demand for the token? They are going to be able to achieve this through the building of a solid infrastructure. And as a matter of fact, the infrastructure is already there. And this infrastructure is in terms of products and services that have been built around this token to make sure that the demand for the token will always be available. To explain more, let me show you the way the infrastructure looks like. Very excellent. Of course, some of us are familiar with this infrastructure. I don't know if everybody is seeing the infrastructure on the screen, because I have the impression that Is somebody seeing the infrastructure page on the screen?
Yes, leader, we can see.
All right, beautiful for that feedback. Now, remember, if you have a coin in the market, for that coin to actually have value, the demand for that coin needs to be very high. How do you increase the demand for the coin? Means that you must build an infrastructure around it. Means that there should be products or services that people can get on condition that they pay for those products or services using that coin. This is an infrastructure that has been built around this token. Please don't bother because I keep mentioning the name coin and so on. I'm actually referring to the token. So we have, first of all, one of them has to do with our Ultima marketplace. Platin deal, Platin Hero. In fact, we are going to be talking more about it maybe subsequently. You have also our crowdfunding system, Platin Hero. This is it here. We have our Ultima Travel Club. We have our own external exchange, which is called the Ultima Exchange. We have our own debit cards. In fact, we have the Ultima debit cards. This one is just an improved version of the ones that we currently have. Then we have what we call the farming of the Ultima coins. We are going to be producing the Ultima token. Sorry, we are going to be producing the Ultima token just like we're doing with the other community coins. So we have the marketplace that has been created for it. We have a crowdfunding system that will be run, and the principal coin on this crowdfunding system platform will be the Ultima token. Then for the travel platform, for the Ultima Travel Club, for people who want to buy travel tickets to fly to any part of the world, those who want to buy or to do hotel reservations wherever they are going to, those who want to rent cars, they will be able to do that using the Ultima token. That's the only cryptocurrency they will be able to make use of on our smart blockchain. So you want to participate in our crowdfunding system, you want to buy an air ticket, you want to do hotel reservation, you want to go in for rentals, you want to run whatever project, you are going to be doing that using the Ultima token. Now you begin to see exactly how the demand is being created for this particular token. Almost everybody will want to have this token. That's how you create demand. And once that demand increases, what happens to the price? The price will go up. Of course, we saw all of this in the era of the community coins, PLC, PLCU, PLCU Classic. But I told you that this product could not run successfully. Why? Because the blockchain we were using, which is still the present blockchain, is very weak. It cannot handle all of these projects. That's why they were not actually successful, including the cashback and the rest. They were not successful on this present blockchain. That's why the company had been working tirelessly to make sure that the smart blockchain comes into being. And now that we have, you are going to see now the full implementation of these products. Now, to begin with the first product that we saw there, which is the Ultima debit card. This Ultima debit card has been fashioned in such a way that these are some of the cryptocurrencies that we can see on this card, or that this card can be able to handle. We have from Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, USDT, Euros, dollars, USDC, BTC, and of course the Ultima token itself. And this Ultima token, you can actually use it directly. Just like those who own PLC debit cards now can actually make use of some of these cryptocurrencies. And the CEO said, as time goes by, more cryptocurrencies will be listed on this card. They will be given, they will be made provision for on this card. Means that we can get to absorb many more cryptocurrencies. So if you have Bitcoin, you have USDC, for instance, you have the Ultima token, or you have Ethereum or Bitcoin Cash, you can load it directly on this card and you catch it out from any ATM terminal anywhere in the world, in a majority of the countries. It's true, there are still some countries where the ATM card is not working there yet. It's simply because the internal policies of those nations are very difficult. The company has done a lot to penetrate those companies. You know that most of these countries that are running banking systems, they form themselves into certain zones. You have maybe, I don't know, you have particular countries that group up themselves, they constitute a certain zone. And in that particular zone, the ATM machines, they run following certain softwares. So if you are bringing a new product, the new product needs to be synchronized with a software which is operating the ATM machines in those nations or in that particular group.